into the game here momentarily. Alright, there we go. Now I do just want to send out a quick tweet real quick to let everyone know that I am live. And now that is done. Hey, we should be good to go. I also want to start recording. Okay, so when we left off yesterday, we finished that quest in the Wellspring finally, and we came back here to town. I actually came over here and saved after resting. The only other thing I did off camera was I went ahead and just kind of swapped up my party, got ready to do Tressa's story. And as you can see, I went ahead and made Therian a War Master, and I made Ulbrich a Apothecary. I want to go ahead and try this out. Everyone says Apothecary Ulbrich is really good, so we're going to give it a shot. This also allows me to make better use of Therian now, since it looks like all these final chapter bosses, you can't steal any money from them. So if I can't steal money from them, there's no reason having Therian with Merchant, Subjob, and Snatch. So I've taken those off. This is kind of the way I'm going. I could use the battle-tested blade, but I'm going to opt to use Werner's blade here in order to get just a little bit more elemental attack for whenever I make use of Tressa. Basically for whenever she uses what's it called? She imbues everyone's weapons. Get a little more damage out of that because I have found that that is based off your elemental attack. Also, I kind of just like the whole all successful attacks become crits. It's kind of cool. This is just the setup I'm using with him, leaving the Badge of Friendship on for more job points. This is how I have Tressa set up. Sophilia. And this is how I set up Ulbrich. Just gonna go show the skills. The only ones that changed really will Tressa's, yeah, pretty much the same. So this is how I have him set up for now. Hard Worker, Boost Start. Both Hard Worker and Boost Start I may change for bosses. I may not. Just depends on how hard the boss is. And this is how I decided to go with Ulbrich. Basically everything's probably going to stay that way except Evil Ward. That might be the one that I changed depending on how difficult a boss is. So let's get going on over to Tressa's level or chapter 4. Since that I believe is where we're going to start today. Now after Tressa's chapter 4, I don't know what I'm going to do. Do we still have, yeah, we still have Earhart with us. So I'm not sure who or what job I'm going to, or what chapter I'm going to do after Tressa. Haven't decided that yet, but for now I figure since we've been keeping Tressa in our party, we may as well go ahead and do her chapter 4. So let's go ahead and hear a tale. You arrive in Grandport, which is abuzz with excitement over the auction. It is there you finally realize what your true treasure is. The story so far. In Victor's Hollow, Tressa reunited with Captain Leon Bestral. He spoke of a dear friend from his pirating days, and told her of the Eldrite, the man's most precious treasure. Tressa ventured out to recover it, but Leon refused the gift, for he already found his most precious treasure. His friend's old ship, and a new life as a merchant. There's only room in one's heart for one true treasure. So what was hers? Tressa realized she still had no answer. Undeterred, she made way for Grandport, the Eldrite in hand, and so she arrived at the Merchant's Fair.
Whoa!
I can't believe it. I'm finally here.
Yeah!
I hope you're ready for me, Merchant's Fair. This is incredible. There are merchants and treasures from all over the world here. Yeah, and we stole most of it earlier. That must be why they hold the that must be where they hold the auction. I can't wait to see what they have for sale.
Hey.
Look, it's Mr. Windham. Or Windham?
Oh.
Windham? Like the incredibly wealthy aristocrat?
Aye.
One and the same, miss. Rumor has it he's got enough money to buy himself a small country. Supposedly he invests quite a sum into the fair, too.
This is an honor.
Welcome, Mr. Windham. Only the rarest and most beautiful treasures have been gathered here. I'm certain you'll find something to your daughter's liking.
Indeed.
I expect so. I'll spend what I must to see her happy. One of the highlights of the fair is a competition. Merchants show off their finest pieces to Mr. Windham.
Uh-huh.
And he picks only the very best one to give to his daughter. The reward is 1 billion leaves.
What?
1 billion?
Aye.
They say he invests in the fair just so he can hold the competition. I guess all that money will touch your noggin eventually. I don't get it. At least his daughter's happy. Though it does make me wonder how he chooses a winner. Well, color me curious. Will the Eldrite do the trick? If I prove myself here, I'll know this journey wasn't for nothing.
All right.
Guess there's only one way to find out. I'll go sneak a peek at the competition.
Oh no. Are you all right? Yes, thank you. But please don't worry yourself. I can walk on my own 2 feet. Okay. If you say so. Ah!
Alright.
Are you sure you're okay?
What have a feeling that's the daughter?
Here, have some water. Thank you so much for your kindness. You don't have to thank me. I'm Tressa, by the way. I'm a traveling merchant. A traveler? I'm Noah. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Tressa. You don't have to be so formal. Tressa works just fine. I see. Tressa. See? That's not so hard. How are you feeling, by the way? Better, thank you. I thought I can make it just a bit further. My legs have always been weak, you see, so I never strayed too far from home. Aww. But I've always longed to see the world. I just know there are countless, wonderful things out there waiting to be discovered. This girl reminds me of me. But the rest of the world was always out of reach. Eventually, I realized that my dream would forever be just a dream. I came here by sheer willpower alone. I hoped I'd find something to help make my dreams come true. Something precious I'd treasure forever. Treasure?
Oh.
My lady, there you are. Lady.
Gil!
I'm sorry I worried you, Gil. And who is this young woman?
Tressa.
Her name is Tressa. She lent me her aid.
Oh.
My word, Miss Tressa, you have my deepest gratitude. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gil, and I am in the service of the Wyndham family. Yep, knew it.
What?
The Wyndham family?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'd love to repay you for your kind deed, but I'm afraid we must be on our way. Let us make for the auction hall, my lady.
Thank you so much.
Of course, Gil. Thank you again, Tressa.
Take care.
I'm just glad you're alright. See you around, Noah.
Noah.
Noah is the daughter of Mr. Wyndham, which means she's who this whole competition is for.
May the sacred flame shine upon you.
That is not what you were saying in your text box. May the flame shine its warmth upon her. Ophelia, are you praying for Noah? I am. I do not think our meeting was happenstance. Fate played its hand. I want to know kindness. I want her to know kindness. Her happiness. God. It took a lot of courage for her to come this far. Just goes to show that money can't solve everything. Indeed, we all have our own troubles and cares. And things we treasure. Yeah, but money sure can solve a lot of problems, that's for sure. Yes. I can't say I know exactly what Noah is searching for, but I sure hope she finds it. And as do I.
Hey.
Taking it all in? You bet I am. It's a thief's dream. All these lavish wares just sitting there for the taking. Oh, don't worry, Therian. We took it all already. I know. It's like my eyes can't stop moving from one thing to the next. Precious coral, giant pearls and sapphires, ornate metal filigree showing the touch of a master's hand. And those ceramics. It's not every day you see such pristine craftsmanship. You mean those cups and bowls? How valuable can they be? Well, they're made of the finest white porcelain. Very rare, very costly. You know your stuff. As do you, when it comes to jewelry, at least. A thief who can't tell gold from copper won't last long in the profession. When you put it that way, I guess our trades aren't so different after all. Indeed. Seems we have more in common than we thought. Which is why the thief-merchant class combination or job combination makes such a actual good combination.
What to do?
Treasure, treasure everywhere.
Oh.
Oh, that's House Synody tableware.
Whoa.
And there's Renee tools, crimson gems, gold coins from Belmont. You really can find anything at the fair. I better write this all down before I forget. Excuse me, miss. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
It can't be.
I feel like I've seen that notebook somewhere before. Would you mind showing it to me? Just a little more, if you don't mind. She's totally gonna steal this from you. Sure, by the way, I didn't get your name. Finally, my search is over. Your search?
Yes.
Yes. Please accept this and thanks. Hey, that's mine. Not anymore, little girl. A word of advice before I go. Forget you ever saw this book. It's for your own good.
Darn!
Wait. My notebook. I have to get it back. Where did she go? What's going on? What are all these people doing here?
Your attention, please.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. I know that voice.
Gather round.
It's a first-class item for a first-class lady like yourself.
How splendid!
Well, it does sound quite spectacular.
Oh!
It is, Allie. Here it is, folks. The magnificent, fortuitous carpet of House Kafka. For those of you who don't know, let me tell you the tale of this peculiar piece. The Kafkas are famous aristocrats from the north.
And then
Several decades ago, a craftsman presented the family with a very special carpet. From the moment it adorned their halls, their lives were forever changed. Business boomed and profits soared, and eventually they were blessed with 6 beautiful children. It seemed as though the more memories the family made together, the more their happiness grew. Their luck both at work and at home was greater than ever before.
actually,
And this is the very carpet that welcomed good fortune into their lives.
ooh. So,
Who knows? With this in your own home, your luck could change for the better, just like the Kafkas. I'll start the bidding at a mere 10,000 leaves.
Most excellent.
I'll give you 15. Ha! I'll pay 20,000. Sold.
come again.
Thank you, thank you. That merchant sure has a way with words. He could make a handful of sand look like gold.
Most assuredly.
Tell me about it. He even made me want that carpet. Another prosperous day.
Long time no see.
Fancy meeting you here. Glad to see you haven't changed a bit, Ali. And you are?
Hey!
Tressa, remember? We met in Quarrycrest?
Green pea.
I'm just pulling your leg, Green Pea. How's business?
Is something wrong?
Is something the matter? You're not still mad I stole all your customers, are you?
Actually...
No, it's not that. Your notebook was stolen? Uh-huh. What kind of person would steal someone else's notebook? It's not funny. It was important to me. But that woman said it was in my own interest to forget about it. The plot thickens. Well, I suppose I've moved enough merch for one day.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey now.
I'm going to help you look for your notebook. I have a debt to repay, after all.
Ali. Thanks.
I guess you're not such a bad guy after all. You call that praise? You got a long way to go, Green Pea. That's her. Where? Over there, follow me. I did steal everything, right? Pretty sure I did. That's definitely her. I'd recognize her anywhere. What a strange woman. What would she want with your diary?
Shush.
Quiet. Esmeralda. I retrieved the notebook.
Well.
Excellent work. Now let us leave this town at once. My thoughts exactly. I have a bad feeling about those two. We'll leave the way we came.
So what now?
What are you gonna do, Green Pea? What else? Get my notebook back. Are you coming or not? Lead the way.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you all for joining us today. The showcase, sponsored by the gracious House Windham, will begin shortly. Only one piece is allowed per entrant. The lucky winner of the show will be awarded 1 billion leaves. Merchants, please prepare your entries. That's right, the showcase.
Green Pea.
Are you entering, Green Pea?
Yeah.
You got that right. And here's my winning entry. Ta-da!
Whoa.
Eldrite, how did you get your hands on something that rare?
So,
Let's talk business, hey? Keep dreaming, Ali. It was worth a shot. But, you know, you might actually win with this. Maybe you're not such a green pea after all. Something about it feels different. Different? How? I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. Anyway, first things first, we need to find that woman.
of course.
Right. Something on my glasses here. Hold on one second. It's not coming off when I take my break off to clean my glasses. Just continue on for now. There they are.
Now then.
Alright, leave it to me.
Huh?
What are you going to do? I'll lure him away so you can follow that woman.
What?
I can't let you do that. It's too dangerous.
I am a one-man army.
Did you forget? I'm Ali of the one-man army. I'll see that debt repaid one way or another, Tressa.
Oh no!
Ali. Smooth exit, Ali. Now, to get down to business.
Hello there.
Pardon me, sir, madam.
Ugh.
What is it, kid? I know I don't look like much, but I'm a renowned merchant in these parts. I was hoping I could have a moment of your time. Out of the way, we're busy.
Actually,
It won't take long, I promise. I'm actually quite interested in that pocket watch of yours, sir.
That's so.
Oh, really?
Ugh.
Did you forget? We're in a hurry. That's Zikrat's watch, if I'm not mistaken. The King of the East, he was, and prized that very timepiece above all others. His famous words were, "Nothing is more precious than time. Time kept and time spent."
All right.
Good going, Ali.
That's so.
A well-versed merchant, I see. However, this is hardly the most remarkable my most remarkable watch. You know, my time is precious too.
indeed.
My apologies, madam. Why don't we talk over there, sir? I have something that might be of great interest to you.
That's so.
Do tell.
Ugh.
Who knew watches could be so time-consuming? Oh, the pun. Thank you, Ali.
It's my turn now.
Grandport Sewers. Do you think he'll be alright? Are you worried about the lad? Are you worried for the lad? Of course. He's putting himself into danger, all for my sake. He swore he would pay his debt. I know, but I believe him a man of his word. His pride wouldn't stand for owing me anything, that's for sure. I just hope he doesn't get himself hurt. As do I. But whether you fret or not, he will do what he has set his mind to. I guess you're right. And he is tougher than he looks. What's up with all these places being built with like intricate underground systems and caves and whatnot?
Step right up.
And housing a bunch of bandits underneath. Well, that's right, I don't have merchant skills. I was gonna try to do AoE wind just to see if it worked.
How about you? Come if you dare.
My turn now. The winds of fortune are howling. I'll not be defeated. Ignis our dare.
Victory shall be mine. I will cut you down.
I just miss.
Wha- I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show. Where's the nearest tavern?
Can't believe I missed 2 of those enemies. Imperial Helm. It must not be that good. Legion Dagger. Oh, it's just a high evasion dagger. Okay. It's actually a very high evasion. 129. What's my other one? 119. So yeah, that's a very high evasion dagger if I need to build a evasion tank for something. There's 2 different Grandport sewers exits here. That's weird. We'll go to this bottom one first, since it's not part. Oh, like I say, we'll go here since it's not part of the story. It's to get this treasure chest down here. Force shield. I believe I already have one of those. Yeah, I have it on Tressa. Is it better than this? No, it's not. Okay. What about, is it better than the adamantine shield? Better defense, but not better magic defense. Okay. And I used to think that the amount of money that Tressa picks up randomly, I used to think that was random. It's actually not random, apparently. It is based on the number of zones you go through in an area before transitioning to a new area. So I guess like all these maps are set up in zones. And by going through those zones, walking through a bunch of them, and then transitioning, you get more money. So that's kind of how that is supposedly set up. I figured that out when I was looking at the other day when I was doing grinding. I was looking for ways to grind job points, and I came across an explanation of how Tressa's little money works if you're wanting to grind money.
There is no choice.
It's not really necessary anymore. We have plenty of money, and we're getting close to the end of the game, so I don't think there's anything left to buy in the game. I mean, there's going to be some stuff once we finish the game, obviously, from like NPCs and stuff to get the best weapons, but we have plenty of money for that.
Here I go. I'll do my best.
Now then.
Out of my... Let's do this! Time to steal the show. And that's that.
Robe of the Dragon Princess. Hmm. Cool name. Not very good though.
I will battle.
Try this!
I'll do my best. Fantastic! It's my turn now. The winds of fortune are howling.
Now then! Ha!
Huh. I didn't even have to use Therian.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Ugh.
Ugh. What a useless book. And to think I wasted all that precious time looking for it. Well, if it isn't the little girl from earlier. Don't tell me you came to get the notebook back.
Yeah!
That's right. I thought I told you to forget about it. I'm not going to forget about something so important to me. Important, you say? How much do you know about this notebook exactly?
And also,
Who wrote this book? Where did he or she come from?
the fact is,
Ignorance is bliss, little girl. Trust me.
But
Even if I don't know, it's still important to me. It's been with me my whole journey.
ugh.
Save me the sob story, kid. You can have it back.
really?
It's useless to me anyway. And because you're so attached to it, I'll even let you take it to your grave.
The fact is,
You've been nothing but a thorn in my side, so I'm gonna nip you in the bud. What? We just met.
What?
I think the thorn here is you, lady. Yeah, no shit. You stole my notebook, and now you're going to return it and let me walk away. And before I leave, let me give you a word of advice. Don't underestimate the power of this merchant. You have no idea who you're dealing with, kid. Yeah, and neither do you, Esmeralda. Neither do you.
You won't move willingly.
Well, that's annoying.
Feel the power. My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing. Ah!
The battle is truly joy. Come if you dare. Now then.
Okay, well, sword and dagger don't work
I'll
on
do my
her.
best.
I guess we can start trying
Make
elements.
this our dare. What to do?
Alright, well, if we can't attack, we're just gonna go ahead and sidestep everybody.
Catch me if you can.
Witchery.
Yeah, you can do that all you want. You can't actually hit me now. Try dagger. Okay, axe works. That's good to know. If axe works,
A touch of venom.
let's go ahead and poison you.
Too slow.
I'll do my best.
Oh, that's right. I took off his... Okay, I gotta fix up his stuff. He doesn't have the super healing that he used to have. Let's try wind. I figured she'd be weak against wind.
Let's do
Which isn't good
this.
for her because I'm about to rune lord everybody with wind rune.
Wind. Well then, prepare yourself. Ventus What to do?
Ooh, Tressa can attack now. Yeah.
My turn.
Therian, how rude do I want to be?
I'm ready. Are you
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this.
Have at you.
Hmm. I still have 2 turns left on insight.
Too slow.
I'll not be defeated. Huh? Bring about a miracle of healing.
Okay, we'll go ahead and shackle you since some of Ulbrich's stuff is falling
Victory
off.
shall be mine.
And here, we'll go ahead and put up another insight.
Come if you
Next turn, we're going to have to re-up poison. And this turn, Tressa is going to use transfer
Feel
rune.
the power.
Victory
Okay,
shall be
here
mine.
we're going to re-up poison.
A touch of venom.
Well then,
And... Ophelia, what are you going to do? Guess we'll just have you keep going for the break.
Ventus
My turn.
Okay, I don't think axe is going to work this time since she switched. But we know sword works.
My turn now.
I am not quite sure what that is. I didn't read the thing, so we're going to just sidestep.
Catch me if you can. I'm sorry.
Oh.
My turn.
Oh, so that's what it is. They die.
Victory shall be mine. Rise again and again.
It's unfortunate because that means she loses her
I will
little
not be
AoE
defeated.
thing.
Let's do this. Show no mercy.
She has quite a bit of HP, a lot more than the previous
Let's
bosses
do
did.
this. Feel the power. I will not be defeated.
Alright, but she's dead anyways.
I hope I've grown more able.
These last few bosses have been throwing some new stuff. We had that one annoying quest boss the other day that did the thing where it took a party. I forget what they called it, but it took one of your party members out and you had to like break it. And this one puts like a death on you. Haven't seen that up until these last few chapters.
What?
No? Beaten by a little girl? I told you not to underestimate me. I'll take this.
Phew.
Ugh.
Why would you go through so much trouble for a stupid book? It's just an old diary.
You see,
You don't get it. This book is...
I came here by sheer willpower alone. I hoped I'd find something to help make my dreams come true. Something precious I'd treasure forever.
my treasure. That's right.
Tressa,
Are you okay?
Yes.
Fine, thanks. And you? See for yourself. Damn that boy. I heard he was a wanted criminal, so I handed him over to the guards. You really saved the day, Ollie.
by the way,
Well, that's to be seen. Did you get your book back?
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds like the showcase is starting.
Here we are.
This is the Kismet doll. Kismet trees are among the rarest in the realm. They are known to bring good fortune in marriage. This doll was made from the trunk of that tree. Alongside it comes a legend. The one who holds the doll will meet their soulmate.
Why, I?
A real Kismet doll. I never thought I'd see one with my own two eyes.
whoa!
First the snowdrop gown, then the Niz tiara, and now this? I don't know how Mr. Windham decides. I wish I had his problems. Instead, some of us have to sell our souls just to have a chance at that prize money.
Now then,
I wonder what'll catch Mr. Windham's fancy this year.
Spectacular!
Just listen to that crowd. I hope you're not nervous. It's almost your turn. You've only got one chance to win the judge's favor. Did you polish up your Eldrite?
Well,
I'm not entering the Eldrite.
What?
You can't be serious. I am.
What's the matter?
But why? The Eldrite is rare and beautiful, of course, but I want to offer something my customer desires. I want to give them something they can truly treasure. That's the kind of merchant I want to be.
actually,
There's something I want to give to Noah. Something I think she could truly treasure.
Well, well.
And I can't wait to see what you've got up your sleeve, Tressa. You won't be disappointed.
Now then.
Well, you better hurry. It's bad manners to keep your customers waiting. That dagger we got. We already have one of those, don't we? Rune dagger. I guess we don't. I thought we did. Soul knife. Huh. I guess we got a upgraded caster dagger. That's good to know. Well, before we move on, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this now. I had him on physical prowess. Second wind. I think I may keep him on second wind. I'm gonna take off SP Saver though, I believe, and give him, was it Vim and Vigor? Yeah. Actually, no. We'll do SP Saver. I'll take off physical prowess and give him Vim and Vigor. Trissa Colzione. I guess that's how you pronounce your last name. This way, please.
Tressa.
Good luck out there.
thanks.
Thanks, Ali.
And now for our next entrant, Tressa Colzione!
Oh man, I was bad with my pronunciation. Colzione, okay.
Tressa?
A kid? Here's hoping she won't disappoint.
Hello, my name is Tressa, and I'm a traveling merchant. Today, I brought something very special to me. An anonymous notebook. I grew up in a small port town as the daughter of two merchants. Sometimes I'd gaze out at the ocean and think to myself, what do I really want to do? What do I really want in life? And then I came across this notebook. It was written by someone whose name I don't know. Someone who traveled across the world and wrote down everything about their journey. I decided then and there that I wanted to go on a journey too, so I left home. I wanted to explore the world as a merchant and learn the trade as I went. And along the way, I met some unforgettable people. In a mining town, I met another merchant around my age. His words had the power to touch people's hearts and make them happy. It was like magic. onto the next town, I ran into an old acquaintance. He was the captain of a merchant ship, and the one who originally gave me the book. There, he taught me something very important. He told me that there could only be one truly precious treasure in someone's life. So I searched and searched until I finally found it. What's truly precious to me is this journey. I've written all about it here in these pages. I can tell you for a fact that there are countless wonderful things out there waiting to be discovered. And just like this nameless traveler allowed me to realize my dreams, I hope that my travels can help someone realize their own. Which is why I want to give you this book. Noah. Tressa.
Who would want something so useless?
Does she have any idea where she is?
In all my years, I've never seen something so embarrassing.
Oh, someone get her off the stage!
Tressa.
I'll take it.
Did he just...
Is he serious?
Mr. Wyndham, sir. Pardon me, but... Are you absolutely certain?
Yes. I don't go back on my word. Now, please, bring me that diary. I would like to present it to my daughter.
Now then.
Oh, my apologies for asking, sir, but why did you choose this diary? You see, my daughter.
Tressa.
Hello, Tressa.
Noah.
The fact is...
I wanted to help her see the world as best as I could. So I bought her the greatest treasures of the realm. But I could tell it was never enough. However, when this young merchant stepped onto the stage and spoke of her travels, that was the first time Noah ever said she wanted something.
To tell you the truth?
When I heard about your journey, Tressa, I felt like I was traveling the world with you. My heart never wanted the story to end.
I am most grateful.
Young lady, I can't thank you enough. I hope this will suffice for your diary. I can't accept all that money. Oh, I would accept it in a heartbeat.
What?
What? Are you a merchant or not? This is a fair trade, Tressa.
You see...
My customer has something she can treasure forever. That's more than enough reward for me.
However...
I understand your sentiment, but I can't let you go without recompense. Okay. It's too much for me to handle now, but maybe I'll need it down the road someday. I'd like to save it for then.
Very well.
Understood. I'll prepare a memorandum. If you're ever in need of it, please do not hesitate to let us know.
Can't thank you enough.
Tressa? If you don't mind, I'd like to hear more about your journey.
All right.
And I'd love to tell you all about it. At Noah's behest, Tressa spoke of her travels across the realm. She recounted every tale, one by one, with a fond smile.
Huh?
I've made up my mind, Tressa. I want to travel the world on my own 2 feet. Just like you did.
Noah. Thank you so much.
I'll treasure this notebook forever, Tressa. And someday, I'll write my own stories in here. About my own journey. I want to be the first to read it.
Indeed.
I promise you will be.
Faring well, are ye?
Excuse me, young lady. I must say, you put on quite the show there.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. I suppose I should introduce myself. I dedicated many years of my life to creating something. Something that became a precious treasure to you.
Huh?
You mean you made that notebook?
The fact is...
The writer was someone else, though. I gave it to him a good 10 years ago. Went by the name Graham Crossford.
You don't say.
Graham Crossford. Maybe that's Graham, I don't know. So he's the one whose travels I've been reading about.
Yeah.
That's right. That man saved my life. He was just about to head off on a journey. He didn't know where his travels would take him. So I told him he ought to keep a record of where he'd been. I spent 40-odd years making notebooks. But there wasn't anyone else's journey I wanted to hear about as much as his. Writing in a diary comes from the heart. And there was no one with a heart as great as his. When you spoke about your own travels, I thought I saw some of him in you. It was like you were in love with that notebook.
Well then.
If you ever met Graham, could you tell him something for me? Or if you ever meet Graham. I've got another diary for him, just waiting to be filled.
So what are you going to do now?
Huh. I think I'll go back home. I've experienced so many things on this journey. It was filled with so many moments that can't be contained in a diary. I traveled and traded across the land and met amazing people along the way. And when I stood on that stage, I realized I did what I set out to do. want to tell my parents that. I can't wait to see the look on their faces.
Home, huh?
How about you, Ollie?
It's probably time for me to head home too. My father is waiting for me. I finally saved up enough money for him to open up shop again.
So, who's the better merchant between you two?
I'd like to think I am. Hey, Tressa?
Yeah?
Next time we meet,
We'll see who's the better merchant, right?
wrong. Next time, I hope you're a little more refined.
What?
See, you're like a sky stone. One that could use a bit more polishing.
Hey!
See you around, Tressa.
Now then. My journey isn't over yet. I'll be there soon.
Is that ship in the background there? Is that
That was
Leon's?
how I met Tressa. She gave me this diary to fill with my own memories. I know that somewhere out there, she's bringing happiness to others just as she did to me. And someday, I hope to follow in her footsteps. Noah Wyndham.
That was fun. Hers was certainly a much more lighthearted story than some of the others have been, and I feel some of the others will end up being. But I liked it. I also feel that her actual fourth chapter was much shorter than the others that we've done so far, but that the ending monologue was a lot longer. Anyways, that is Tressa's story.